the search and rescue operations are meant to be going on. That is for the plane that went off radar yesterday. And Brenda Wanga is live with us and will be joining us in just a bit. We're also live at the Senate, where we have the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, leadership being before the Senate's Committee of Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights. And we're also at Moi Girls School, Nairobi, where the National Assembly Education Committee is investigating and probing the different circumstances under which a girl was raped at the weekend. And now we just cross over to Kinangop, where Brenda Wanga is. Earlier on, Brenda, when we spoke to you, you told us that the search and rescue efforts were not able to take off because of the fog and the weather situation there. Has that improved? Has any progress been made?
So I only want
Indeed, since we spoke a little bit earlier on, there have been little movement here, at least as far as the official search, rescue and recovery operations are concerned. When we spoke, there was only one chopper that had been stationed here in the last 30 minutes. Another chopper from Nairobi just landed, but still they haven't taken to the sky to begin that search. They still tell us that they are waiting for the fog, which is very dense over the Aberdares, to clear up before they can actually go and start looking for the wreckage of that plane that went off radar yesterday, like you said there. So it's just an air of anxiety here, especially for the relatives who have been here from early morning waiting for any sort of information, any word from the teams on the ground and their loved ones. They haven't been able to receive any that's far. They still tell us that they will be waiting for the weather to clear up before they can go up. But as we speak right now, Dan, the situation still remains the same, at least officially. We have been informed that the people leading this rescue exercise are about to give us a press statement any minute from now to just give us an official take on what has been happening, what has been done, what has not been done, and what steps they hope to take to try and reassure the relatives of those people who are on that plane, 10 of them, exactly what is going on. So we are waiting for that press conference to kick off any moment. Now back to you, Dan.
Now, families and next of kin of those who are in the plane that went off radar last evening are meeting at Western Hotel in Nairobi. That's some of them. And Dan Muller now joins us from there live with an update. Daniel, what should we expect? What's happening there?
Thank you, Dan. Actually, we are at the Western Hotel, where the families to the 8 passengers, as well as the 2 crew members who are in that ill-fated plane, are right now, and they are not being allowed to speak to us as of now. But we got some briefing from one of the officials from the East African Air Safari, specifically the SAX airline, who gave us a briefing like 2 hours ago, and they said that they'll be giving us another update after an hour, where we are already way past that, but we'll be getting that update. So in the update that they gave us earlier, they say that they confirmed that the plane was under the charge of those 2 crew female pilots, whom they say that the pictures that are circulating on social media are not the pictures of those pilots, and they cannot give the exact names as of now. And the official communication will be coming from the government spokesperson, but they say they confirm that the plane was under the charge of 2 experienced female pilots, and they've also confirmed that actually the plane crashed, because they say that they lost contact of that plane at around 5:30 p.m. yesterday, where they lost communication, probably because of the kind of weather situation in the place that the plane was at the moment. So they're not so sure what caused it, but they're saying that they suspect it could be because of the harsh weather conditions, and then that's how they lost the radio communication with the crew that was in that particular plane. So George Kivindi, who is the director or the director of this SAX airline, says that the government spokesperson will be talking and giving us the names of those people who are in that plane and all that. But the family members who are in here right now not being allowed to speak to us. They're going through some counseling sessions, and that information desk that we have right here inside this Western Hotel has been set up by the SAX airline together with the Kenya Red Cross, who are talking to the family members, counseling them and all that. We have managed to see a few or some of those people we suspect could be from those families, because some of them were weeping and all that in a somber mood as they came in here, moving out, going back. So we could not tell exactly who is a relative, who is not, but we could see that some of them looked as if they are in that kind of a mood whereby they are mourning or something of that sort. So we are still waiting to get more information on that, probably in the next update that should be coming anytime from now, because already the 1 hour timeline that we were given has already lapsed. Done.
Thank you very much, Daniel Mule. Some very unfortunate news there we're getting. There's a confirmation that the plane did crash, and it was likely due to the bad weather. And we know that the pilot, they say, was a lady as well as a first officer. And so we wait to see how that goes on. But I'm told that we are now going to cross over to Brenda Wanga, where the press briefing that's happening on this, an update on this crash. And we know that the government spokesperson is also meant to be speaking about the same later on, to just give the details of the individuals who were in the ill-fated plane. And we shall be crossing over to that link, that location, once we get it. And just to remind you that according to the information given to us by Daniel Mule, there were 8 passengers and 2 crew, and we shall now be getting into the press briefing in Kinangop.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Boss Cherutich. I'm the County Commissioner, Nyandarua County. With me here, the members of the County Security Committee, together with the other multi-agency representatives. We are here to update you on the latest following the missing aircraft which happened yesterday. Now, we are here to establish a command center, incident command center, which is based here at the sub-county headquarters, Kinangop sub-county headquarters. And we have done our first meeting. We have a number of agencies who are involved in these rescue and search operations, comprising of the national and county government officers. We have the National Police Service, we have the County Police Commander together with our team members. We also have the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. They are also involved in this activity. We have the National Disaster Management Unit, led by Mr. Masai. You know Masai very well. Later on, he'll be talking to you. We also have the KWS. KWS have been very helpful. They have donated a flight, and we have a strong team on the ground. We have the Kenya Forest Services. We have the Kenya Red Cross, among others. We also have the community leaders present here, who are very much willing to assist us in these search and operations. Now, the command center will be open 24 hours, and this will continue until the time when we will manage to recover the lost aircraft. I now want to invite Mr. Masai, who is from the National Disaster Management Unit, who will give you more updates regarding what we have agreed. So, Bwana Masai.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard from the overall command of the operation, who is the CC, this is Kinangop County, Nyandarua County. You have heard that everything is set to conduct the operations. Update is as follows. The operation is going on as planned. We have formalized the incident command, and primary command post is here in Nyandarua County, Kinangop sub-county, in Njambeini town as our primary command post, operating with other command areas that we have, Nairobi and others. So far we have relevant resources as needed to conduct the operation. What is the main challenge for us is a bad weather, and we have 3 choppers right now, which are conducting aerial survey, and ground operations are here on standby in various locations, because as you are aware that the area of the search is a wide stretch area that is between Nyandarua and Murang'a counties within Aberdares, and is a wide stretch area. And if we allow people just to go randomly, they'll get tired before the main work. So as far as you've been told that the weather is a challenge to us, we are making use of the aircraft. Once they locate for us areas that we feel is necessary for land or such operations, we have teams which are ready to conduct the search. What's important here is safety for the people who are carrying the search and rescue operation, and safety for the people that we are looking for. we advise that, as you have heard, that the last signal of this aircraft was heard near the Aberdares, and that's why the search is narrowing the Aberdares forest. So what's important is we're advising the local communities who are working with us to provide information which is vital to lead to the near area where we can search and conduct the focus search. As it is now, we cannot conduct a focus search on foot, but by the use of the aircraft, it will be done. And there's good coordination from the command, the command center that we have here, the command post, and the HNDs outside there. As you know, the HNDs involved in the operations. The operations in the tactical side, the Kenya Wildlife Service is leading the tactical operation, conducting with other relevant agencies and organizing that the aircraft are well coordinated so that there's no area which will be left out without the search. And as it is now, the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority is ready with other aircraft to mobilize as needed, as we want, according to our search area operation. We also advise that any information to the public will come from this command, and from no any other source is allowed to do that. So reliable and official communication will be through this command, and the county commissioner is leading the strategic level on providing information providing information to other relevant government authorities as needed. So what is important here is to appeal for the public to calm down as the search is being conducted. We have all the resources as required to conduct the operation. What is the main challenge is weather, among other challenges. But in terms of the resources, in terms of the personnel, in terms of the aircraft, the mobility on the ground, we have all the necessary resources. And through the command structure, which is 24 hours, we have set it, and we are ready to deal with anything that is available to ensure that we rescue our people safely. And that's why that's what we have as per now, and we'll keep on updating you as information unfolds for the public consumption. Kindly, anyone, this aircraft came from Kitale, as you heard yesterday, and the last signal was heard at about 17:00 hours. And I know if an aircraft passed somewhere, there was some noise, somebody might have heard. So it's important. Kama wewe uko popote ulisikia ndege ikipita na ikitoa sauti na mwisho ukaona chochote kitokea, toa habari kwa chief, toa habari kwa polisi, toa habari kwa kansala, kwa MP wako, kwa ile mtu wote, hata mtu wa kanisa, hiyo ujumbe itatufikia. Nambari zile zinaweza kuwa pia rahisi, ni nambari 999 mara 3 112 911, pia unaweza kutufikia. Na coordination center hapa, nambari yangu ile mimi nimepeana kwa sababu ya hiyo coordination. Kama una habari yote pia unaweza kunipikia mimi, nambari 0722 644 085. Unaweza pika nambari yangu ya simu 0722 644 085, na pia inaweza kusaidia hiyo coordination. La muhimu ni sisi wote kusaidiana kupata ile ndege. Asanteni.
So you don't have the actual coordinates of the cluster. And secondly, it is alleged you had an eyewitness. What did you say?
What I can advise you, we are conducting a scientific search. You know, search is conducted in phases, and we are professionals. We have everything that we need here. Those signals are there. That's why I've told you, the Kenya Wildlife are leading the search and rescue operation, the tactical side, and the Kenya Civil Aviation is also involved in these operations. Those signals I've had. We cannot give you all the information. What we need is the people information. Where is this? As much as the scientific is working, also visible. If you heard anything, be free to tell us. If you have information, that's why I'm telling anyone with an information, volunteer to us. Local population are here, they are giving us information. We cannot tell you what they are telling us. We have intelligence, but we need to work on the information. So that when we get information, we use it to get the people. We also appeal to the relatives of the people we are looking for. Kindly, be calm. We have the medics here, led by the Kenya Red Cross, ready to attend to you. Please volunteer for us information. What we need is information. We don't mind where it comes from, but what matters is where is what is the relevance of that information. Because you cannot just make use of any information you receive, and you cannot make it public. But what is important is to get the people, and that's the information we're looking for.
You've told us earlier that there was no aerial search when you came here. Are you telling us now that there is actually an aerial search happening as we speak right now?
Search was started by yesterday, and you heard yesterday that, you know, when it becomes at night, we have limitation. We don't have that capacity of searching at night. You know, everyone is aware about that. But the search and rescue operation is started by the first light in the morning. It was started. It has been done. But what we are saying, we mind safety for our people doing the search and safety for the people we are looking for. So it's about safety for all. And you know, the weather, the bad weather is the issue. What surrounds us is mountains, forests, clouds are all over. So those pilots, they're doing what is needed to conduct the operation, and they're feeding us all information as needed, collaborating with the ground search teams, and they're ready to be airlifted to any location, whatever time it takes.
Now, the information we had about the eyewitness that was that came around, probably his name is Samuel. It alluded that he had a clue of where the plane could have, like for example, crashed.
I've said that we have intelligence, and our teams are working. When we tell you that we have the information, it's not the people. What do we need to get those people? You know, when you tell us we narrow somewhere, we do it. But you cannot give out information as pertaining the nil efforts. But we need to give information that has yielded to results. So what's important here, just continue bringing the information. We encourage anyone with the information to bring more information, and will be dealt with.
So how far are we? That's the question. But
whoever has a phone up in a bigger.
Yes.
Okay. My question was, how far are we?
How far are we? The answer is, do you know the location of the aircraft? When you get it, we'll end the operation.
In terms of operation, how far are we?
How far in terms of operation? We started yesterday. It will continue 24 hours until, it will not end until we get the last person as needed. Because as you are aware that we're looking for 10 people, 2 pilots and 8 passengers. So if you get those people and you get the aircraft wreckage, if it's a wreckage, and you might get them alive. You know, this is a forest, and we don't know what they are going through. We know they are being traumatized because of the situation since yesterday. So what we are looking for is lives. That's why we have medics. Hospitals are ready to receive and attend to the people. So we expect to get them alive. That's what we're looking for. Thank you.
I think it's done, yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we need to agree. Update will be done after how long? So that we don't... you can do
4?
one around 4 in the afternoon.
I think 4 is okay.
5, yeah. 5.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So ukisikia mtu ana habari yote, please command. Tumeweka hapa, tumetangaza hata namba, tumepeana namba nyingi sana. We need that information.
Pius Musai having spoken there and spreading some hope in the sense of, he says that they hope they can get the people alive, and specifically 10 people, 2 pilots, rather 2 pilots, yes, and 8 passengers. And he says that he confirms that the signal was last found or last sensed or detected at around 1700 hours yesterday in the Aberdares area, but they are yet to know which specific area because it's a very expansive space, and so that's what they're trying to do. They say they already have 3 choppers which are doing the surveillance to try and get where the plane could have crashed. And he says that the challenge has been bad weather, just as Brenda Wanga had told us earlier on. The challenge was bad weather, but it has cleared up a bit now, so it becomes easier to carry out the search. And Mr. Masai says that this shall go on until the plane is found.